Security Administration is taking steps to protect the public and our employees from COVID-19. During this time, we are conducting hearings by telephone and online video, as well as a limited number of in-person hearings. If you are scheduled for in-person service in one of our offices, please be sure to review the COVID-19 health screening checklist prior to coming to the office. You can find the screening checklist on www.ssa.gov under Coronavirus COVID-19 Updates. If you have any additional questions, please continue to listen for menu options to talk to a member of our hearing office staff. Once you've completed your call with us, please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at www.ssa.gov/feedback/hearings.
To listen to this message again, press or say 1 now. To continue with your call, press or say 2 now. To hear these options, welcome to the Tupelo Social Security Office of Hearings Operations.
Please be aware of individuals impersonating Social Security employees over the phone. If you suspect you have received a scam call, you should report the details of the call to the Office of the Inspector General at 1-800-269-0261 or online at oig.ssa.gov/report.
If your call does not concern a request for hearing, or if you are not calling from a touch-tone phone, please hang up and call our national toll-free service at 1-800-772-1213. Please review all options before making a selection. Press or say 1 now if you know your party's extension. If you received a decision from an administrative law judge and would like further information on your appeal options, press or say 2 now. To check the status of an appeal, to make an appointment, to copy a file, or to speak to the receptionist, press or say 0 now. To dial by name, press or please hold. Please hold for the next available representative. Please hold for the next available representative. Please hold for the next available representative. Please hold for the next available representative.
Tupelo officer here and operate this Marcus. How may I help you?
And speak to Miss Moody.
One moment. You know who's calling?
Hello.
I said, who's calling?
My name is Zori Rush. I spoke to her the other day. She was supposed to have someone call me back.
Hold on one moment.
This is Wendy. How may I help you?
Miss Moody.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Moody.
No, this is Wendy.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened, Wendy. Do you know who I am?
No, you can tell me no.
Well, I'm Zori. I was transferred to you. Do you know why?
I do not, but you can tell me.
I don't either. I was on the phone as you heard me requesting to speak to Miss Tracy Moody.
Okay, well, she's not available right now, so that might be why you were transferred to me. But how can I help you?
Can you tell me more about who you are while you're answering the phone for Miss Moody?
I am the hearing officer director for Tupelo.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Wendy.
Wendy, I spoke to Miss Moody and she said the office where the fax that I sent to request the November 25th appeal status and request for my records was in your office. And she said she was going to talk to you. I guess you were out of the office that day and have you call me back. Did she not do that?
I didn't know that I was supposed to call you back, but what exactly do you need?
Do you have the records, ma'am? I just told you. I asked her about the records and she said they are in your office.
Okay, so I haven't been in the office, and I won't be back into the office until Wednesday, so I wouldn't be able to check until Wednesday, but I do believe that you did send something.
Let me ask you something, ma'am. I understand your position, but I didn't send them. They actually have the name Dawn Duvernay. Sent them to them because I understood that was who the director was. This is my first time understanding you, Wendy, as the director. So what I did was fax the Social Security Administration, and I'm waiting for Social Security Administration procedures. I understand you don't go back into the office until Wednesday, but I'm looking for a response per Social Security Administration procedures for that fax machine. And would I not be entitled to know where my documents are when I call?
But what I guess from what I'm saying is if you direct them to Dawn, I took her place, and I won't be able to tell you if they're there.
I understand you won't, ma'am. I understand you won't. Are you telling me that because you won't, that the Social Security Administration does not have the capacity to do so? That because you're not doing it, the entire Social Security Administration can't do it until Wednesday?
So we have limited employees in the office because of COVID-19.
I'm not asking for the reason, ma'am. I'm just asking, is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me?
I'm saying that somebody could help you, but there's nobody to verify what the records are. If they were...
I understand, ma'am. I understand that there is a reason. That there is a reason for it. I'm just asking, is that what you're saying? Is that because of whatever the reason is, my right to see those records is going to be deprived until at least Wednesday?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm telling you.
All right. That's all I needed. And you're Wendy?
Right?
I apologize. I didn't hear you.
You sent them to us, right?
I sent them to the fax number that I verified with Tracy Moody when I spoke to her the other day, and I have fax confirmations that show that they were received. My major issue is that they contain critical case processing information, which includes citations to Social Security programs, operation manual procedures for that. And it's beyond the processing time for that period. And if that's true, if what you're telling me is true, is that those documents would be in the custodial possession of the management of that office, that would be quite concerning. But again, you with the power that you have deprived. If you'll allow me, deprive me of the right to find out until Wednesday, I have no choice but to be subject to whatever it is that is allowing you to deprive me of the right to know what is in your custodial possession until Wednesday. So I look forward to speaking to you on Wednesday to find out if those documents that I show that you have are actually in your possession.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you.
fine. You can give me a call back on Wednesday.
Are you refusing to contact me back to verify, or are you coercing me to call you? Because you are aware that I'm requesting the information now. I'm entitled to the information now. Therefore, I'm waiting for a response now.
So what I will say is, if you got a confirmation that the documents were in the office, they're there. I could not tell you myself if they're there because I'm not there. If they were labeled to Don, they're going to be put under my door. So the people that are in the office now wouldn't be able to tell you that they're there because they don't have access to my
I
office.
understand, ma'am. My only concern, that's the Social Security Administration concern. My only concern is my right to know whether or not the management of the Tupelo hearing office actually have documents in your hand showing evidence of critical case processing and whether those documents are being processed. That's what I spoke to Ms. Moody about. That's what I'm waiting for a response about. So I understand the Social Security Administration may have some issues that impact my rights that are available to me under normal circumstances like coronavirus or whatever the case may be. But I've also been since 2014 studying the Social Security Act, and the government appears to have put in some pretty well-defined safety nets to prevent any person from being harmed, including their right to know whether or not their property was actually received. Those I know are in place. Go ahead. I understand, ma'am. I again have accepted the fact that I will be coerced until Wednesday to be deprived until Wednesday of my right to know whether or not those critical case processing documents are in the custodial possession of the managerial office of the Tupelo hearing office of the Social Security Administration. And I look forward to hearing from you about it, whether you call me or whether I call you. I look forward to hearing from you about it. Yes, yes, yes.
Do you have an open case with the Tupelo hearing office?
Ma'am, I do not wish to discuss anything further until I verify the property and the identification of the person who has my personal property there. We're just having a phone call now, and you're telling me who you are. I've already explained to you what the name that's on the document says, Dawn Duvernay. So you telling me on the phone that you're someone else doesn't verify that you are a Social Security Administration employee who actually has possession of the documents that were intended to be processed for critical case processing at the Tupelo hearing office. That I'm only using the procedures, ma'am, to protect the both of us. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, well, you can give me a call back.
I understand, ma'am. I don't want to go back and forth over that. You instructing me or coercing me to call you after you have heard me call to find out whether the documents that I show you should have are actually in your possession. I'll be glad to call you back if you are refusing to provide me that information. Are you refusing to provide me with that information?
I can't provide you with the information because I do
Can
not
you-
have the documents right now because I'm not in the office and I won't.
Can you provide that information when you are in the office?
Say that one more time.
Can you provide that information when you are in the office?
I will. And when you call me back on Wednesday.
All right. Could you use the phone that you have in your office to call me?
I think it would be best if you call me.
I asked you a question, ma'am. I was asking you a question, ma'am. I asked you a question. I asked you a question, ma'am.
Losing your number, and I would probably forget.
Uh-huh.
If you call me back, that was guaranteed. It would give you a better chance.
I can guarantee, ma'am, if I have been deprived the right of accessing my property that's in that building, that I shall call back. My question to you is, are you refusing to do the job I'm requesting you do and keep up with the number, keep up with the name Zori Nastasi Rush, keep up with the issue, and call me back and not waste any more of my time making phone calls to your office with people transferring calls that aren't to people who can't answer the question when the question is due?
Yes, sir. I'm asking you to call me back. Call me back.
You can? Are you refusing to call me back?
I'm telling you, it would be best.
I understand, ma'am. Are you refusing to call me back? Because it would be best.
I'm not refusing, but I'm telling you now that if you give me your number, I can take it down, but I might forget on Wednesday, and then you'll be...
With the Social Security Administration, with the Social Security Administration still, would the Social Security Administration still pay you if you forgot to call a person who expressed the need for critical case processing? Would they still pay you for that?
Because everybody makes mistakes. They would. Yes, sir.
They would. All right. My phone number is 662-753-1249.
Yes, sir.
And again, you are refusing to call me back just in case you forget. It's built. You've built that into your job, dude. Yeah, Miss Wendy. The records I show should be in your office. Do you know what happened to Dawn?
I do not know.
Okay. I believe right now that you are well, you've already stated that I have the right to access the property that I show should be in your office. You've already stated that the reason I cannot access that property is because of you, not because of the Social Security Administration. Personally, I believe that the statute of the Privacy Act, Title 5, USC 552A, subsection D and subsection I, verify that you are committing a crime that could cost you your up to 10 years in a federal prison. I am allowing you until Wednesday to go and speak to an attorney and verify that themselves, because the property that you are holding is also preventing me from seeing a doctor and seeing a lawyer to even engage in litigation against you. It's called civil deprivation. When you deprive the property and you deprive the liberty, you deprive the civility of everything that's involved there. So I'd just like for you to be aware that that is what you've just informed me that you are willing to do with your time, and I have been coerced into taking that until Wednesday. So I'll see if you forget, and if you forget, I'll give you a call. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. But I'm telling
Have a good day. Have a good day. We are done. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Are you still there?
Have a good, ma'am. I just told you you are committing a crime. I'm not hanging up the phone on the person who just said that they are stealing my property until Wednesday. You hang up the phone proud and go get your paycheck after you told me that. Because I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for the Social Security Administration to pay you for what you just said. And I dare them to. I dare the Social Security Administration to pay you for what you just said to me. Because I'm going to see them in court. I will see them in court for what you just said. Now, I told you to have a good day. That invited you to hang up my phone. You ain't got no right to be still on my phone talking to me about nothing. But you still on my phone, and I'm charging it to the Social Security Administration. Now, have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day.